Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jojo. I got you back with another brand new video, and I do apologise for the lack of videos recently. I've had a lot going on. Obviously, we had Christmas that come through, and I've been really busy with just all sorts going on in my life, and I recently just got back from holiday as well, so I do apologise, but I am going to still try and get back into some sort of regular upload schedule. But here's the first video back, and we're going to get into my top 5 knives under $200. So, let's get straight into today's video, and get on with number 5. Before the video starts, 95.1% of you guys are not subscribed, so please, if you could do anything, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't take much time at all, just very quick. It's a second. It doesn't cost you anything, but it massively helps out my channel. And if there's anything else I could do, ask for you guys as well, make sure you leave a like, and if you liked anything of the video, leave a comment on your thoughts down below. Thanks everyone, and let's get straight into today's video. And number 5 is going to be the Kukri knife Slaughter. Now, I've talked about this knife before, and I think it's an extremely good looking knife for what you get. Obviously, it's pattern based, so you can find heart patterns, angel patterns, and all sorts that you're, might be interested in, diamonds and stuff. But it's an extremely clean knife, and in factory new, you can get this for only $170, which honestly is one of the best budget value knives I'd probably say in the entire game. It looks amazing. I mean, I absolutely love the colors on this thing, and as I'm sure you guys might know, regular viewers of the channel, Slaughter's probably my second or third favourite knife finish in the entire game, so I do really rant and rave about the Slaughter finish. And overall, I just think it's an extremely nice knife. One of the most animations you get in any knife in the game. I think it's got the second most animations, if not, it might even have the most. And it is just extremely cool. And with the new sounds as well, it also sounds pretty damn awesome. If we quickly run over here, the stabbing animations and sounds all sound pretty damn cool. Coming up at our number 4 spot, you might be like, whoa, did I just see that right? Yes, you did. We've got a pair of Shadow Daggers, but look at these things. We have got Shadow Daggers Doppler Phase 2. Now, I was going to put Fades in here instead, because Fades are actually a little bit cheaper, but I do really like Phase 2s on the Shadow Daggers. In fact, hot take, I think the Shadow Daggers, in specifically Phase 2, are some of the nicest looking Phase 2 knives in the entire game. That pink handle contrasts the skin so well. Don't get me wrong, I think the new sound is really clean with the Shadow Daggers. I do think it's an upgrade. They sound a lot better now. Obviously, you've got the Inspect, where you can just absolutely spam the living crap out of it, which obviously is quite cool for you stim maxers. Stabbing animations and sounds are all pretty cool. Again, you kind of get quite a lot of animations to this. You get a unique pull-out animation, you get unique stabbing animations and inspects. There's a lot going with this knife. It's a cool knife, and I think the Shadow Daggers are quite underrated. Factory new is only going to cost you $190, so you are sort of teetering on the edge of that budget, but I think it's worth it. We are not fucking about for the rest of this, because for our 3rd spot, we've got a Stiletto knife. I know, this big knife update that we got from Valve clearly has absolutely slashed the prices of some of these, quote, lower tier knives. This bad boy right here is only going to run you $192 in minimal wear. That's crazy. This is a minimal wear Stiletto knife Damascus steel. Now, I can't rave enough how much I love Damascus steel. I think it is literally just a buff on vanilla. I know a lot of vanilla enjoyers hate on Damascus steel for some stupid reason, but I feel like every single Damascus steel has a unique pattern. I like the pattern work on it. I like how shiny it gets the lower the float it is, and honestly, just an absolute belter of a skin. If I was going to give you my honest opinion, I would say just screw the budget and get this in factory new. But factory new is a little bit over. I think it's about $220, something like that. So obviously that does go over our budget, so to keep to the rules of the video, I'm going to keep it in minimal wear. But obviously the Stiletto knife is an absolute belter of a knife, one of the best knives in the game in my opinion. The animations are second to none. I love the new sound it's got. It's slightly different than what we used to have, and I do think it's an improvement. Again, the stabbing sounds sound awesome and mean and aggressive. The pullout is really cool. The Inspect is really cool, and that rare Inspect, just, you cannot go wrong with it. The Stiletto knife is a sick knife, and this is an excellent addition to anyone's inventory. Your eyes do not deceive you. The next knife on this list is a skeleton knife, and it's not a shit skin, in my opinion. It is going to be the skeleton knife Ultraviolet. Now, you're probably thinking, damn, how on earth can you get this in a budget? Well, you can. And honestly, this has got to be, I'm just going to shut up for a second, the best sounding knife with this new update. Without a doubt. The skeleton knife has seen a little bit of a price increase because of this, because everyone who I know of has unanimously agreed that the new sounds that this knife has have just upgraded it. Now, do I think the skeleton knife is a perfect knife? No. I think the standard pull-out animation is a little bit lacking, but that rare one is absolutely sick. They definitely need to increase the chance of you doing the rare pull-out because it's so much better. Obviously, you get a standard pull-out, you get a rare pull-out, you get a standard inspect, and you get a rare inspect as well. All of which I think are really cool. And in Well Worn, this is going to set you $200 exactly as of the time of making this video. However, I would like to bring to your guys' attention that you can essentially get field tested for about the same price these days, which, you know, is quite important to bear in mind because, you know, as you can see straight away, the difference is night and day. Field tested has Well Worn tends to have like this cracked effect on the actual blade itself, so the actual skin, so it looks a lot less clean, and of course there's less scratches on field tested too. So honestly, go on CS Float if you've only got $200 to spend, speak to a couple of sellers. I'm sure you can talk someone down to under that $200 budget for you. That's why I've branched them together. This is the only knife I'm doing that with because a lot of the time you can find these for less than 200. They do pop up, getting quick sold all the time. So just be observant and be firm on your price because you will find one of these for a price you want. But yeah, skeleton knife Ultraviolet, absolute like awesome skin, and honestly really underrated with that purple handle as well. Really cool. I'm going to cut the app and get into our number one pick though. And for number one, we are getting the Huntsman knife Marble Fade. I just don't really know what to say about this thing that hasn't been said on it already. It is so underrated. It's a huge knife. The handle looks stunning. The pull-out animation is one of the best in the game. The new sound it's got is, believe it or not, the same sound as the M9 bayonet, so the sound has been buffed. And just the colours absolutely contrast this knife so well. Now, I'm one of these people that did prefer Marble Fade back in CSGO. However, it's on knives like this that I really do think Marble Fade looks better in CS2. There aren't many. I would say the curved knives, so the Talon knife and the Karambit, both look awesome in CS2. I would say the Huntsman knife looks awesome in CS2, and the M9 bayonet, the bayonet, and the flip knife. I'd also probably say the gut knife as well. The rest of the knives in the game, even the butterfly, I do think look a little bit lame with Marble Fade, but these ones that I just mentioned, I think just look so good. It's not with, this is the thing with Marble Fade. For me, I don't really like the yellow that you get with Marble Fade, and a lot of people don't as well. However, I do think with this blade, the color contrast works really, really well. You know, the knife isn't too big, it's not too small, and it's not simple either. You've got a nice serrated edge on the back, you've got a curve in the blade, you know. It's got a bit of personality to it, unlike something absolutely huge like a Bowie knife, which again, don't get me wrong, Bowie knife Marble Fade looks cool, but I would prefer one of these personally. I love the little red marbled like screws that are on the knife as well. I think that again adds a little bit more to it, and you can get this bad boy in Factory New for $190, an absolute steal of a skin in my opinion, and that's why it is deserving of the top spot. Do I think the Huntsman knife is as good as the skeleton knife? No. Do I think the Huntsman knife is as good as the Stiletto knife? No. However, you can't get either of those skins in Marble Fade for the budget, so you're going to have to make do and make sacrifices. Yes, okay, I could have potentially said you could get a survival dive Doppler, for example, or something like that, but I personally think just in terms of visuals, this skin is fantastic, and for someone who knows, who has had a lot of knives in the past, you can get bored of knives quite quickly. Just how pretty this thing is to look at, I don't think you're going to get bored of this knife anytime soon. I honestly think this is a superb knife for the price. And that's about basically what I've got for you guys today. I've got 5 awesome knives. Let me know knives that you would suggest in the comment section below. Of course, we've got some, I'd say an honourable mention would be the classic knife Slaughter, a knife I used to have myself. Talon knife Damascus steel again, another one. It might not be under that 200 budget. I don't actually know. I didn't double check. But if you can afford it, I'd certainly recommend one of those bad boys as well. Obviously, Shadow Daggers Fade as well was very close to getting the number 4 spot, but I chose the Doppler Phase 2 instead. But yeah, that's basically going to conclude today's video, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope this has helped you guys out. Again, feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the section below, and of course, if you guys have any suggestions for everyone else in the comments, make sure you put those in as well, because you never know, your comment might get picked by a random viewer, and it might help them craft their inventory of their dreams. So thanks everyone for watching. More videos are coming out soon, and don't get me wrong, I am not just sticking to skin videos, as I'm sure you guys know. I've got some funny videos and some gameplay videos planned as well. The shorts are still going to be rolling out of me hitting clips in game too, so you get a little bit of contrast and variety with my videos. Anywho, I'm going to cut the app. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks everyone. Peace.